Again, this is going to be my audience, my wife. She's moving a lot. Blurry, sorry, I apologize for her. So Emily Alberti, my audience, thank you. To the other side, please, thank you. I love you, honey. Okay. I realize you said this wasn't a persuasive topic, and I understand that, but I believe it is because it's all about the U. Is what we do. A Miami Hurricane. I'm a diehard. Was raised like that. Okay. Today I'll be talking to you about why I believe young kids today, in sports or not in sports, should want or become part of the University of Miami. And I'm going to talk to you first about why I believe it's the best school in the country to go to if you're an athlete, especially for football. Okay. Let's talk about some of their history. The Miami Hurricanes, national champions. It's everywhere. It's on the site. You name it, they'll talk to you about it. Everybody knows about the U. The word swagger that you hear, it came from this from this college, the University of Miami, because of their bravado, because of the way they played in the 80s, early 90s, and then even in 2001 when they won a national championship. They were national champions in 1983, 1987, 1989, 91, and 2001. And between 87 and 89, they probably could have won in 88, but things didn't fall right for them. A little bit of history behind them. Between 85 and 88, I don't know if you're an Oklahoma Sooner fan. If you are, I'm sorry. You're not going to like this stat, but between those times, Oklahoma went 33-3. Okay, they won no national championships. Miami won 2 at that time. All 3 losses were to the University of Miami. You have players like Warren Sapp, Ray Lewis, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, Sean Taylor. The list goes on and on. These are all kids who came to the University of Miami to better themselves first as obviously some scholars and then athletes. Well, as we all know, a lot of these guys who are now or going to be in the Hall of Fame, they came from the U, and that's what makes them so attractive. If you're a young kid like my son, he's 5. Hopefully when he turns 16, 17, maybe he'll be good enough to be even offered a scholarship from the University of Miami to play for them. If you're a 17, 18-year-old kid headed off to college and you got all these big-time schools, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, LSU, Florida State, Miami, Florida, recruiting you, one of the biggest pitches you got from Miami is look at the people who come back. All these guys that I just named, Willis McGahee, Ray Lewis, etc., 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 they come during the offseason to work out with these young kids. It shows them what it becomes to be a better person, better athlete, better professional, and most of all, better student. They try to guide them. They mentor them. One of the things that the University of Miami players do, like Michael Irvin, and I did a speech on him, a critique on him earlier in the class, was he likes to, as soon as a freshman walks in, if they've given their good to go and they go to the University of Miami, the first thing they do when they walk into the dorm is he calls them and he talks to them. He tells them what it means to be a University of Miami scholar athlete. Just some of those things. And you got, on top of being a great school, a great football team, a great area, you got South Beach, you got the girls, you got the weather, everything. Everything about the University of Miami and its location is what makes college fun, and it really does help that the University of Miami is that good at football and sports in general. They got a great tennis team, they got a great soccer team, they got a great baseball team. Usually goes to Omaha, Nebraska for the College World Series year in and year out. They've been on a little drought here lately, but they'll be back. But basically, I like to end my speech here with this little video about the University of Miami.
The football program, it's time we put it all together. I promise you. I'll promise you that the Hurricanes will be champions in the classroom, they'll be champions in the community, and they'll be champions on the field of competition.
Here's the thing that makes life so interesting. The theory of evolution claims only the strong shall survive. Maybe so. Maybe so. But the theory of competition says just because they're the strong doesn't mean they can't get their asses kicked. That's right. See, what every long shot come from behind underdog will tell you is this. The other guy may in fact be the favorite. The odds may be stacked against you. Fair enough. But what the odds don't know is this isn't a math test. This is a completely different kind of test. One where passion has a funny way of trumping logic. So before you step up to the starting line, before the whistle blows and the clock starts ticking, just remember out here, the results don't always add up. No matter what the stats may say, and the experts may think, and the commentators may have predicted, when the race is on, all bets are off. Don't be surprised if somebody decides to flip the script and take a pass on yelling uncle. And then suddenly, as the old saying goes, we got ourselves a game.
In closing,
Program.
sorry, I apologize.
It's time.
In closing, if you're a recruit or someone who's considering the University of Miami, the reason you want to be part of this, especially if you're an athlete, is not, you don't just get a school, you don't just get an education. Hopefully you win a couple national championships. But in the long run, you end up with a new family. And that's something I've noticed since I was a wee bit little when I started following University of Miami. They're all family. They all stick together. One team, one fight, and they're all in love. They're tight. Thank you.